On our first story, Jeff Johnston takes us to Brownsville, Oregon for the Rally on the River Vintage Trailer Rally, hosted by the Rollin Oldies Vintage Trailer Group. A visit to this event will make you feel like you stepped back in time to those simpler days. Later, in our Paws on Board segment, Max Keagle from Coachmen RV shows Dr. Fitz all the pet-friendly features on the Northern Spirit travel trailer. Then, as most our viewers know, Jeff Johnston has been an RV magazine writer and photographer for over 30 years. And it's not often we hear him say he ran across something new he's never seen before. But it happens, as you'll see later in the show. These stories and more coming up on this week's RVing Today TV. Closed and Spanish captioning, where available, is sponsored by Forest River. Follow the river.
Greetings, Jeff Johnston here for RVing Today. We're in beautiful Brownsville, Oregon, gateway to recreation in the Willamette Valley, at the Rally on the River Vintage Trailer Rally. And this event is designed for pre-1984 RVs of all kinds, trailers, even a truck camper or two, maybe even a motorhome or two. And what you see here at this event is nothing short of astounding. The things that the owners have done with rebuilding these guys, decorating the land, the campsites to match the trailer vintage and so on. It's really a wonderful, fun part of the RV hobby. And you may be wondering, what does the Seattle Space Needle have to do with vintage trailers? Well, stick around a few minutes and we'll show you. The vintage RV part of our RVing community is growing like crazy. The 2022 Rally on the River drew about 105 trailers and more than 300 people for this annual event, the first in person in a few years due to COVID.
I think what I like most about the rallies is the sense of family. So even though you're not related to most of the people here, it feels like family. And when someone needs something, everyone pitches in to help. For example, I was at a rally and someone had locked her keys in her Silver Streak. So a guy went around to all the Silver Streaks and said, bring your keys, we're gonna see if we can get in. They couldn't get in that way, so he said, do we have a small child? And so they went through the window and then they unlocked the door and everyone cheered. And so it's that kind of thing where everyone pitches in to help. We do potlucks or we'll do a breakfast, but mostly you sit around a nice fire pit or a propane fire and we chat and we get acquainted with each other again, because sometimes it's been like a year. So yeah, a lot of it is the social aspect and making that connection and feeling like you have family and friends here.
Thanks to new suppliers of reproduction parts and a broadening network of shops and individuals working on vintage tin, it's becoming easier to do a full restoration on a vintage trailer. It's still a lot of work, but more fans of all skill levels can now take part. The restored trailers are fascinating and amazing to see, and it's the people stories connected with them that are the most interesting.
So here we were coming to Rally on the River. We have a 17-foot Silver Streak and we were looking for a larger one to take our grandchildren out with us so that we have more room and space for them. And we show up here and lo and behold, here we have this one for sale. And so this one will be going home with us.
Some owners go basic, and others are somewhat more dedicated.
This is a 1964 Kit Companion, and when I got this, I decided, unbeknownst to my daughter, that I was going to fix it and doll it up for her. It happened to have everything that she liked in it, and we have a few collectibles, and we love sharing it with our children. My daughter and myself did the work on the trailer. We painted the outside images. I painted the inside, but she helped me with the outside images, not knowing she was going to be getting it as a birthday present. Okay.
As at most RV rallies, we ran into some interesting vendors on site.
We are looking at 50s, 60s era radios, and they are all tabletops that have been converted from regular radios to actual being Bluetooth speakers. And so there's no radio connectivity anymore. It's all through your phone or MP3 player. And basically they all operate like they would a radio. You turn them on with a switch and you'll find it on your phone, and then whatever music that you have on your phone will come through the speaker. Instead of being dust collectors, they're speakers that play any music you want them to. That has evolved into the drive-in speakers, and these are from the 50s. Some of them are from the 40s, and same concept. They all operate as a Bluetooth speaker. They're 100% portable, so you can take them anywhere you want and listen to your music, car shows, rallies, your home, your backyard.
An awning is a must during summer camping trips.
Hi, I'm the owner of Ginger Girl Vintage Awnings, and I specialize in custom awnings for vintage campers, and I like to work with very fun patterns, paisleys and geometrics and fringe and pom-poms. And I am able to do from a 2-panel awning, which is about 9 feet wide, to up to a 3-panel, which it goes to about a 14 or 15-foot awning. And they do come with a storage bag, and I also make awnings for the front rock guard. And I do tire covers and tank covers, and all matching. So it really sets off the vintage camper.
Pam was happy to find a camper who enjoyed dispensing delicious margaritas, a welcome break on this hot day.
Cheers to the rally.
We'll be back after these commercial messages with more vintage RVs on RVing Today.
When Thatford launched AquaChem, it didn't take long before it became the #1 selling holding tank treatment for over 50 years. Until now. Meet AquaMax, Thatford's new generation of holding tank products that works even better and are also campground friendly and environmentally safe. Looks like a new #1 is taking over. For more information, visit Thatford.com. Want more RVing today? Then visit RVingtoday.tv. Besides our weekly show and extended segments, you'll find additional stories and videos along with insightful information on what's new and what's happening around the world in RVing. From luxury RVs to unique camper vans, and from RVing with pets to RVing with kids. You'll find it all and more in RVingtoday.tv.
Let's continue our look around the rally on the river and see what kind of surprises we can find. Teardrop trailers were an early RV style that helped shape the RVs we have today. It's not often you see a driver's side entry door on today's RVs. Even a fold-down trailer of the right age is qualified for a spot at the rally.
We were looking at a 1975 Apache hardside. They only made these for a few years, obviously in the 70s. Prior to that, they made soft sides, which are your traditional tent trailer pop-ups. They're made in the Midwest, and so they're not super common out here on the West Coast, but very much sought after, and you can check them out on Facebook with the Apache group if you just look up Apaches. Well, we found this trailer up in Vancouver, Washington. The gentleman who had it purchased it in 1975, and in 1981 put it into a heated trailer unit and stored it on his property, I guess on the heated shop, and stored it on his property. So it had not been out since 1981. So when we came and got it, it still had all the original tags on it. The paper on the side of it had never even been washed off from the original sale of it. So this thing was all original when we got it 3 years ago. So we've had to do some work on it because even time damages things, and there's a lot of plastic, which is mostly PVC on this, actually, not fiberglass as most people think.
You remember how we mentioned the Seattle Space Needle before the break? We chatted with a pro to learn its place in the vintage trailer realm.
Okay, so in 1962, the Seattle World's Fair was underway, and Glenn Gordon, who was the owner of Aloha Trailers at the time, decided that he wanted to build a trailer that kind of matched the space age theme of the World's Fair. And so he came up with the design of this trailer. He built 200 of these trailers, and he took several of them up to the World's Fair and he sold them, he put them on gas station lots, and he rented them as rooms because the hotels were all full. So this trailer, with its rounded front windows, its whale tail in the back, and its kind of cosmic paint scheme, matched the whole theme of the space age, you know, for the World's Fair. Originally there was 200 of these trailers built. There's about 15 that we know of that are survivors right now. 7 of them have been restored, and 6 of them are here today, all together. This is the first time that they're all together, maybe since they were on the factory floor.
Okay, this 1962 Aloha 22-footer, what we refer to as the Seattle World's Fair edition. And of the 15 survivors, there's 7 that are still on, that have been fully restored and are now back on the road. This was a full restoration, meaning we had to take it clear down to the steel frame and axle. We put new brakes and built it brand new all the way back up from the subfloor, new wall structure, new interior panels, new exterior skin. Well, actually, in lieu of a dinette up front, which it did have originally, we chose to, because we built this trailer for comfort. My wife and I hope to travel the country in this trailer. So we introduced a few changes, one being some swivel chairs up front, again, for comfort, little more comfortable than the old-fashioned dinette. And then kitchen, quite stock, really didn't do anything in particular with that. Moving further back in the trailer, the bedroom area, yeah, it's a 3/4 full bed. And then even further back, we've got a full bathroom in the trailer. And one deviation from stock, the Pierce will probably scold me for this, but there is a heated floor in this bathroom.
Okay, so this trailer was built in Van Nuys, California after World War II from Aeroflight, which was a World War II manufacturing airplane. And they were looking for something to do with their aluminum employees, and so they began to build trailers. They began to build these kinds of trailers. The design is great, but they built them so expensive, $4,000, which was a house right after World War II. So not many people purchased them, and they went out of business after 2 years. So there are only 2 years worth of these trailers around. Okay. And Flight Camp restored this for us. We tried to keep as much original to the trailer as we could. So all of the facings on the cabinets, the wood is original. The tops of the cabinets, the wood is original. The hardware is original. The kitchen section is certainly original and unique to the kitchen. There's a headboard that's round and beautiful, original to the trailer. And we like to dry camp, so we had them install some wiring so we could do the GoPro and do solar.
Yeah.
That keeps us lights.
Go power?
Go power,
okay.
sorry.
Okay.
Go power, and that keeps us in lights.
Yeah. We had a great time at this year's Rally on the River and encourage you to check out the vintage trailer events and the fun people involved with them. For more information about vintage trailers, log on to our website at rvingtoday.tv.
From off-the-road adventure camping to luxurious full-time RVing and everything in between, Forest River has the RV to fit your needs, budget, and outdoor lifestyle. To see our full line of trailers and motorhomes, visit forestriverinc.com. Forest River. Begin the journey. At Norcol, we realize that some of your favorite RV destinations are off the grid. And Norcol refrigerators are uniquely designed with that RV experience in mind. We call it Freedom Unplugged. To learn more about our Norcol RV refrigerator line or to find a dealer near you, visit our website at norcol.com. Now, let's join Dr. Fitz as she learns all about the Coachmen Northern Spirit and its pet-friendly features.
Welcome to Rollin on TV's Paws on Board. I'm Dr. Fitz. We're here with Max Keagle from Coachmen RV, and of course, our dog friend Zoe. Max, welcome to Paws on Board.
Thanks for having me.
We're talking about RVs that have pet-friendly features. What unit are we looking at today?
So today we're looking at the Coachmen RV Northern Spirit. And Northern Spirit is a travel trailer. It's a towable travel trailer, and it really includes a lot of unique features that are great for pets, things that are really going to help make the camping trip easier and more fun for the whole family, whether it's having more space for the pets to move around or just using those little things to get things done. I think you're going to really like the features that we have inside the Northern Spirit.
Perfect. Well, I'm excited. Let's go inside and you can show us some of those features.
Fantastic.
All right, Max, we're in the Northern Spirit here. We're going to be looking at some pet-friendly features. What are some of the basic things that you guys have added to this unit to make it friendly for dogs like Zoe?
Well, we've done a lot of things really to make the trailer pet-friendly, and we really want to make sure it's also kid-friendly along with the pets. So like we make sure that like we have lots of open space in our living areas. We're making sure that our bunk areas are nice and big in case, you know, the pets want to sleep with the kids at night.
They're bigger than
her.
her.
Exactly. So we're always trying to think of even different kinds of aspects for pet-friendly features. And then, of course, you have your simple things, too. We do include dog bowls. They're actually hidden away underneath our dinette here, which is really nice. So they're up and out of the way.
Good space saver.
We have a lot of storage needs that are really well met for your pets. Like our walk-in pantries are great for those big bags of dog food. We even have a cargo center in the back that is perfect for a dog crate, and you can access it from the inside or the outside.
Okay.
We've even had stories from owners who create ramps on the back door so that the pets can just walk right up the ramp into the crate at the end of the day. I mean, there's a lot of really creative things. I mean, we always say once it's your unit, it's your unit, and every pet has different needs. So we want to make sure that we have things that are broad enough to appeal to all different types of pets, all different shapes and sizes, but you know, that are simple to use. So another really great thing that we're doing is our dog leash clips on the outside. Northern Spirit was one of the first in the industry to have those dog leash clips, and now we've got them on both sides of the trailer. So I mean, we're doing little things like that to just make sure that the pets have everything they need. So it's very, very comfortable unit. So.
Yeah. What's the benefit? I know a lot of RVs will have the dog clip of having it on both sides. Why do you guys have it on both sides?
So we actually have it on both sides because we also have an outside dog wash. And it's actually, it's really nice. So there's a quick connect water port right there. So you plug your hose in and you can spray down your dog, which is really nice. But by having the dog leash clip there on that side, you're able to make sure that they're staying in one spot. You know, and it's a little bit easier, kind of frees up two hands so you can give a proper bath. So,
for sure.
And you know, speaking of baths, we actually also have a really nice bathroom in most of our units that include tubs. And not always, sometimes you need to actually give a full scrub down bath, and it's really nice to have a tub inside. And right now we're standing inside of a Northern Spirit 2963, and this floor plan actually is nice because there's a mudroom built in. There's actual entrance from the outside into the bathroom.
I saw that,
Big tub, so you can do a nice bath in there, and that way you've got a nice little buffer between the, you know, the dirty outside and then your living area on the inside.
Perfect. You don't have them kind of running through, getting your RV all muddy.
Absolutely, for
but I
sure.
guess even if that happened, it looks like some things in here are kind of meant to be easy cleanup for a dog.
Absolutely. I mean, that's definitely a big part of it. I mean, maintenance is a huge part of owning an RV in general, and then when you add pets to the mix, there's going to be all sorts of extra dirt and claws and things like that. So, you know, starting at the bottom, we do use a tougher floor. It's a heavier duty linoleum floor that's fully glued down. It's scratch and tear resistant. So, I mean, very rarely are you going to see dogs that are going to be able to really get into that. I mean, they have to really be trying. So, and the same thing goes for our furniture materials too, from our sofas to our dinette cushions. These are backed vinyls, so they're just a little bit heavier duty, and they're harder for pets to penetrate through with their claws.
Yeah,
so,
it's held up to Zoe so far.
Exactly. She's done a great job, and you know, everything's easily wiped down from your tabletop surface to your cushions. Everything is very easily cleaned. So
awesome.
Yeah, it's a very, very easy way to maintain things. We want to make sure everybody can make as big a muss as they need because everybody gets dirty on the camping trip.
Exactly, and that's the fun of it, right?
Absolutely.
That's awesome. And it looks, just from what you said earlier, even like, I know some people when they RV, they like to go for quite a long time. If you have a bigger dog, you can get a giant bag of food, store it in the closet, get a big dog bed back there. It sounds like there's a lot of customization you can do with this unit.
Absolutely. Like I said before, we say once it's your unit, it's your unit, and you're going to need to, you know, do things for yourself and your family, and your pets are members of the family. So it's really important that we have things for them as well too. So we also have a pretty unique thing up front in our master bedroom too. Our beds actually lift up up and open up to reveal a full bedroom set. But part of that bedroom set is a seat that you can sit down on. There's a cushion that pulls out of there, so if you have a smaller dog, it's great as a small dog bed. And when the bed goes down, it's open space so that dogs can sleep near their owners. You know, they have a little nook for them to get into. So we've got these unique areas, and they're kind of multifunctional. They serve the family as well as the pets.
Well, as a pet, pets are so important, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Become part of the family now, so that's awesome. So it's kid and pet friendly, which is awesome. Easy cleanup. Got a lot of really cool, unique features that just make it space saving and really fun to take your pet on the road. So
absolutely,
that's awesome. So the Northern Spirit looks like they're really doing a lot for pets.
For sure. I mean, Northern Spirit is trying very hard to keep the features simple, but really make sure that your camping trip is just fun. We always want you thinking about camping, not your camper, right?
Right.
Having these pet-friendly features is really great. To be able to hook up Zoe outside and not be able to worry, you know, and be able to have her be a part of the camping trip outside. You know, you hear stories about pets in all different parts of the country coming on trips with their owners, but to get them to be able to experience the trip with them can be difficult.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think we've done a nice job creating opportunities for everyone to be involved.
Well, Max, so people are camping all seasons now. What features do you guys have on this unit that helps keep pets and people comfortable?
Well, you're right. People and pets are camping all year long now, and there's all sorts of things that we've done here to make this trailer very, very comfortable. And the first thing is we include what's called dual ducted AC, which means that we've got a nice, powerful 14.5K AC on top, and it's ducted all throughout the coach. And that means you've got cold air in your bathrooms, in your bedrooms, in your living area. It's just very, very good for air circulation.
Awesome.
We're using a really strong insulate material called Asdel. It's formaldehyde free. Helps keep the trailer cool on those hot days too. I mean, if you have that AC running all day long, you don't want it to be for nothing, right? So to have a good insulate material to keep it very cool in here is very important. And you know, another thing too, the flip side of that is you're starting to get into those colder months, maybe camping into the fall and early winter. We have a heated enclosed underbelly and a nice furnace inside of here, so you can really do an excellent job with temperature control.
Nice.
And I mean, it just feels just like home. There's a thermostat and everything, and it runs very, very well and efficiently, and I think it'll be very comfortable for Zoe and all the pets that are coming inside.
That's awesome. Perfect. And I know even when we were coming into the unit, there was with the steps, I saw some changes there that I think will be helpful for older pets.
Yeah, and you know, we're trying to include things that just make it easier. You know, that's not a very fancy feature. It's not really one that shines, but really it's very important to have. You know, to have the wide solid stance steps is great for Zoe and for anybody, you know, people and pets alike, to be able to come into the unit very comfortably and, you know, make sure that they can get to everything without having to worry about bumping into stuff or falling down. You know,
exactly.
So Northern Spirit has done a great job with these camping simplified features and figuring out the best ways to take care of our customers. So
that's perfect.
Yeah. For more information actually on these camping simplified features and everything that Northern Spirit has to offer, you can get all of our information at CoachmenRV.com or across all social media platforms.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Max. Thanks for showing me the unit. Northern Spirit looks great. And thanks, Zoe. Again, I'm Dr. Fitz. This is Max from Coachmen, and this is Zoe. Thanks for watching.
Want more RVing today? Then visit RVingtoday.tv. Besides our weekly show and extended segments, you'll find additional stories and videos along with insightful information on what's new and what's happening around the world in RVing. From luxury RVs to unique camper vans, and from RVing with pets to RVing with kids. You'll find it all and more in RVingtoday.tv. When Thatford launched AquaChem, it didn't take long before it became the #1 selling holding tank treatment for over 50 years. Until now. Meet AquaMax, Thatford's new generation of holding tank products that works even better and are also campground friendly and environmentally safe. Looks like a new #1 is taking over. For more information, visit Thatford.com.
When you've been to a few campgrounds in your life, you get the feeling, I've seen everything at a campground. And we're here at beautiful Monthy Lake Campground in Wisconsin. And we ran into something here that we've never seen before. Apparently it's available in this area and it's going to be spreading elsewhere. But it's one of the slickest new campground additions we've seen. We're going to show you how it works. Most campgrounds want you to use local firewood to avoid importing insect pests. The new self-serve firewood vending machines from the Firewood Express are an easy 24/7 way to stock up on your campfire wood. As you might expect, you start by feeding it the $5 fee, or go cashless with a credit card. Local prices may vary. The machine says thank you.
Thank you.
And spits out the wood bundle. It's a fun and convenient way to buy your firewood. Look for the machine at a campground near you.
For more information on anything you saw on this week's episode, along with additional videos, interesting stories, and RV news, visit our website at rvingtoday.tv. This has been another fun production.